Good morning, Oldsmobile fans. It's Chris again. It's Saturday morning. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to go around and we're going to look at some of these 64 to 72 A bodies. There's a lot of them, so I may just skim over a few. I'm here pretty early, so everybody's got them locked up. Hoods down, windows up, that kind of thing. But we're going to have a look anyway. Try to get up in here early before everybody starts leaving, which is too bad, but let's start right here. Get it to switch. There we go. Okay. I still like this 72 pace car, Hurst Olds. Look at that. That's a 67. Like I said, I'm not an expert by any means. I know a little bit more about the 68 72s, but I do not know a thing about the 64 to 67s. So take that for what it's worth. Like I said, look at this. Price of a new car. Of course, that was when you could, afford a new car on a fairly meager salary. You could still buy a new car and a house, have a family, that kind of thing. Not so much nowadays. That's at least a 70, maybe 69. Yeah, it's 69. Okay. I start really getting confused when you start looking at these 70s and the differences in the quarter windows between the Supremes and the Holidays and everything else. It's just, well, there's too many variations. Some of these are, well, you can't see in there because of the glare, but some of these are more stock than others, and that's fine. That's cool. I totally get it. There's another 69 Hurst over here, I believe. And these hood scoops on these 70s, they look right at home on these cars. I've seen the hoods for the G bodies, and they look really silly if you ask me, these W30 hoods. W30. Look at that, it's got the correct tires on there, at least. I don't know if those are, they're probably like Coker Repros. That's a 72. Okay, well, there you go. I don't know what I'm talking about. Of course, that is definitely a 69. This guy here is like all original, man. Which is actually really cool. Check out these mirrors. There's something you don't see every day. Oh, interesting, huh? Barn finds 13,000 miles. Well, there you go. That is an original patina car, right down to the rust on the trunk lip, man. Gotta love that. Stuff like this is on an original car, that's, you can overlook that. Oof. Of course, then you get stuff like this that it's original, all right, and that's fine. There are quite a few, quote, original cars, or at least, claiming they're original. I don't know how true that actually is. I mean, there's original, and then there's, of course, you gotta keep maintenance stuff. This guy here is 69. And it's definitely got the, looks like maybe a power antenna, I don't know. Find out. I can't see it. Maybe not. But anyway. Different emblems for the Cutlass there now. All right, now we need a system here, so let's head down this aisle here and go that direction. You know, I'm not sure the system that they got in place here. I'm not totally familiar with the class structure for the show, but it seems to me there's a lot of stuff just kind of scattered around in here. Yeah, there's definitely a few less cars in here. So some people have already taken off, which is, you know, I get it. You got jobs, you got family stuff. I get it, but it's, you know, the show's supposed to be through today. That's kind of a nifty color. It's sort of an aquamarine color. You know, that's something they don't do. They quit doing this in the 70s with these full vinyl tops. Of course, you go to pull that off, it's just a terrible mess underneath. Yeah, this guy's been Z-barded, so, but that doesn't count for the what's under the vinyl, though. So yeah. I don't know what that switch or whatever that is. That's for. It's like some kind of vacuum port. I have no idea.
See you later. Thank you.
There's just so many of these A-bodies here. It's always fun, these books. And take a look at what they started with and where they wound up. Been there, done that, you know. Let's get these guys on this side. Those red fenders, inner fenders. I'd like to see somebody repop those for the G-body inner fenders. That would be fun. If not utterly pointless, but it would be fun anyway. Now, this guy must be set up for some kind of racing. Weekend drag racer type of stuff, because check out this interior. It's got a full cage. So something tells me this guy's not a daily driver. And here again, A 69 Hurst Olds. Apparently gets out on the track a few times, huh? There's another example of what looks like we'll see original, so you gotta love that. And it's not a garage bubble kept trailer clean, I don't think. Gets out on the track apparently, which is good. I think on this side of the floor, these are all cars that get raced, so take that for what it's worth. Care of your induction system for winter use. There you go. W31. Don't ask me what all those numbers mean. The 25, 30, 31. I know the G-Bodies had a W19 option, but I think that was just a dealer trim package from like Milwaukee or some garbage like that. Excuse me. It's an interesting interior color, and not something you see every day. I think it's the first one of these I've seen with that color in it.
I didn't realize there were so many beautiful Oldsmobiles
Oh, no.
left in the world.
Here's a 65. You can kind of tell the 64 and 65s apart from the 66, 67s by these quarter windows. There's a little stub here where if you look. Oh, what do we got here? This I think is in. There again, I don't think that's Oldsmobile powered, but we'll let it slide. 1970. I think they got the wrong card in the window on that one.
Are you a reporter?
No, I'm doing this live right now on YouTube. So.
Oh, on YouTube.
Yeah. I got nobody watching right now, so it's fine.
Want to zero in on that?
There you go.
I don't know if that'll take or not. But
Yep. Those all yours?
yeah.
Wow, that's nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. It says 400, so I'm guessing it's probably a 400 Oldsmobile with the turbo on it. That's kind of cool. I love this. I think that was the only year they did that stripe. I could be wrong, but oh yeah, this is one I was musing on the other day, that the color on that engine, maybe that was a different one. No, that was the cop car. So that's kind of a copper. Oldsmobile changed the engine paint color a few different times, and I honestly don't know which one's which. So yeah, there's the gold again. So that one is what, 71? Yep, 71. Okay. doing my best to keep people's plates out of the frame, but sometimes just can't help it. So. If you're just joining in, I'm just kind of running down the 64 to 72 A bodies that are still here. There's a lot of them, so this could be somewhat long. 455. I always tell it 455 by that big, huge, wide intake versus the smaller engines. Let's see here. Here's what I'm talking about. It's a 70 Cutlass Spring SX, and here you got this very different quarter window, and even the whole entire quarter panel is different all the way back. And the roof line, I think maybe that was the only car that did that during those years. I don't think the Chevys and Pontiacs and Buicks had the differences. And the gimbal's getting a mind of its own. Alright, another 455. That almost looks like corporate blue, doesn't it? Pretty sure it's not, but see, here's the longer roof line with the kind of pointy window versus the square window. That front end, yeah, see there's your 69 front end with the vertical grills. 69, you get down there, if you can still see it in the frame, you got that egg crate, and then down there you got different style. So you can kind of tell them apart by the front ends. All right, gimbal. We got guys taking off already. Like I said, that's kind of too bad, but what are you gonna do, right? All right, so let's start back on the top of this row. We got another very nice. It's kind of an interesting air cleaner there. Here's how you can tell the 64, 65s apart from the 66, 67s. It's quarter windows, among other things, but there's a custom cloth interior. That's pretty. What that console's out of. Kind of fits right in there, doesn't it? Hurst wheels. Oh, hello. Gimbal's getting a mind of its own today. I don't know what's going on. Jetfire. I love all those marketing terms from the 60s, you know. It's a Manchu Warrior. I'm sure there's a story there. Oh, there's the story right there. So there you go. There's always a story in there. Oh, down the row here past the late models. I did a video on the late models yesterday. There's a lot of late models here, so they're very well represented. Let's see, that entire row, well, as you can see here, this entire row from minivans here all the way down is all late models, all the way up to these Toros and 80s, up to the 66 and the 70, I forget what year it was, 76 maybe. A couple of the G-bodies left.
I do, but I don't always share it.
These hood pins, I've seen this style of these hood pins on a lot of them. I don't know if that's a factory thing. A pair of twins here. And zoom out so you can see them. They are spotless. Well, that's interesting here. Memory serves, those wheels were in 1970. I don't know if those were standard in these rallies. Would have been an option or the other way around, or if, you know, just like the other wheels. That's cool. That's what you usually think of when you're talking about Oldsmobile rally wheels. Turn around, don't look at me. There you go. I'm going to say this is a 69, judging by the, well, the 68 would have vent windows, but it's got headrests, so I'm not sure. Let's have a look. Then there were other things like, oh, this is what you'd call I guess a post car, I think, where you got the window frame around the door instead of just being the later style with the glass button up against the body like these guys here. So that's kind of interesting. There again, there's those wheels. I'm sure there's a difference as to which cars get what. Now here's okay, this is I think it was a 69 only option, maybe it'd been 70, but the Rally 350, you know, it's kind of a, first time I saw one of those, I was like, what in the heck is this? But it's all yellow, down to the, instead of the chrome bumpers, they're painted, and you get the black stripes. The wheels are yellow, front bumper is yellow. First time I saw those a long time ago, I was like, there's no way that's real. Sure enough, that's a legit package. Oh, that's a 70, okay. I couldn't remember if it was a 69 or 70 option, so And it was Cutlass S option too. You got another Rally 350.
Yeah, I got a surprise on my Tornado. Put my radiator in there and he said, the guy just had it done a couple of years ago.
It's a 70 Vista Cruiser. You know, I can't imagine how hard it is to find parts for this. Also can't imagine finding decent ones of these that aren't rusted to pieces around these windows and around these glass, let alone finding these glass pieces. Probably a chore, and I'm sure they just don't give them away wherever you do find them, so kudos to keeping this alive. And this was the thing, you know, the wing over the back window kept the dirt off the back window because it would channel the air down over the window and blast off all the dirt and rain. Another W30 442. That's got a functioning ram here, and there's that vacuum. That's probably the actuator for the flapper now that I think about it. But that, I don't know if you can see in the dark here, but there's just, that actually goes butts right up against the hood and funnels air directly into the car through the hood scoops. It'll work, there we go. And the Pontiac Ram Air was the same way. There's probably a pull switch on the dash somewhere. I can't see it on this one, but it's there somewhere where you could open and close that. The technology is not cooperating this morning. There's a, you can't see it through the glare, but that's the Hurst 4-speed shifter in there. There's your 31. Like I said, don't ask me what the W designators mean. That's a 442 W31. Huh. Yeah, there you go. Only 1,000 of them. So kind of like a box of chocolates, right? You just kind of don't know what you're going to see. It's got a working 8-track in there. I can't see through the glare in the window in the camera. Sorry, guys, but I always love too these upturned corners on the spoiler. That was an Oldsmobile. It's another stick car. Turn. But this particular style of seat, this pattern, I think they carried that through all the way to like 78 or 79. That was an option in the G-bodies. Alright, this thing has got a mind of its own today. It just keeps turning and won't stop. Alright. There it goes, back again. Alright. This car here belongs to, if I remember right, yep, this is Rick Duden. He's the, I think, the Oklahoma Olds chapter guy, if I'm not mistaken. I keep missing you, Rick, so if you're watching this, here's your car. Brand new, that thing cost just over $5,000. Not bad, huh? That was actually kind of expensive back in the day, though. There's a lot of these option cars like this. It added up. know this is Oldsmobile thing, but I know the Pontiac, like the Judge, that was a very expensive option package. So I'm sure some of these were similar. That black paint on this gal here, this is nice. Alright, turn. There we go. I don't know if that's a factory color or not, judging by that is not a factory color, but that's pretty cool depending on the angle and the light. If you can see, that changes from purple to blue. That's kind of neat. Was not expecting that. '71 convertible. But there's again your difference in your quarters. And that goes all the way to the back. It has this almost fin-like appearance on the back. I want to say that was a convertible. Or the S package, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. So. Get another overview shot here. About to head down this aisle here to the left. I just realized I'm running over half an hour long here, so I'm going to have to pick up the pace a little bit, I think, unfortunately. But this is what I was afraid of. Another Ram Air car. You know, I say Ram Air because I grew up around Pontiacs, so that's the first thing that comes in my head when I see that. I don't know if it had a different name or not. I'll be honest, I have no idea. This guy here looks to be in more or less original. There's how you can tell your 68s apart from the later ones too, is that front end was unique to 68.
Same concept. Good deal, Bedford trip. How's that one?
And I'm sure there's other ways to tell these years apart from each other. Like I said, I don't know what they are. Alright, so that's this room here. There's a few in the other room with the rest of the Hurst Olds, so let's run down there right quick. It's not easy being green, I guess, huh? And there's a few of them in this room here. So we'll go down here, take a look at these, and then that'll be it. Another 70 Cutlass S. Yeah, and you gotta love the trim differences on these cars too. And you get the mirrors, the wheels, the emblems. The looks like the side chrome on this one's different. I don't know if those are all factory options or if those were all added in. But, you know, those were the days when you could go to your dealer and order a car with everything you wanted in it, just depending on how much you wanted to spend. Here's a 70 pace car. And I notice on my phone is not doing the color on this car justice. It shows up in the phone as a blue, and there's a lot more green in it than what it's showing on the screen. That's interesting. But yeah, this blue looks a lot more green in reality than what you're seeing. Turn. Boy, this thing does not want to play nice this morning. It's just doing what it wants. Kind of like this too. The color's not coming across properly. It's a bright reddish orange. If I was Pontiac, I'd say that was cardinal red, I think is what the color was, but see, that's a 70. And there's that distinct all right, there we go. Do not judge. Words to live by, right? Now you can see on there, that car's probably been hit. Look at that. Let's see what we got. We got a couple left over here. Another Vista Cruiser. This is an earlier one. But there again, it's got the same. I imagine these things got unbearably hot in the summer too. That's got the original third row seat right there. That one's actually forward facing. Another 72 pace car. There's your 69 Hurst. There's your 68, 69 red. A little bit different rear mirror setup, but probably because of the Hurst Olds hood scoops being different. Of course, autographed by Linda Hurst herself. I think this is the only 68 Hurst Olds that's here. At least I don't remember seeing another one. There again, that red and that red almost look like the same color. You got those markings like that in the car that were there from the factory. Here you go, you got the autographs. The big Oldsmobile trumpet exhaust tips.
This is the first OCA meeting. And
Boy, it looks like a lot of the old cars are gone already. That's really unfortunate. People got to bail out on events like this too early. And I think that's all. So there you have it. There's a rundown of the 6872s that are still here. There's a few missing from yesterday, and this silly thing is just wanting to go all over the place. I'm going to sign off on this one. We'll see you guys. Might see you guys in a little while. Don't know. See what's going on, I guess. Take care.